Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Stampin' with Glitter Mum. Thank you as always for joining me. So today I thought I'd share with you some of the items in the Petal Palette suite that's in the New Occasions catalogue. So I've made a simple card with some watercolouring on using the stamps here. So we've got some lovely sort of hand-drawn effect stamps. Now these flowers, I like them this way up. Feel it like sort of frames my image nicely. I've got a little confession to make. So originally this was planned to be like this with the sentiment in the corner, and I stuck my sticker upside down on my wooden block, so I had to turn it over. But the one I'm going to make with you is going to be in the left corner. Nothing wrong with it that way up, it's just I like it the other way. So there's some great sentiments in here, really nice mixing up the fonts as well, which I love it when we do that. And then there's some fabulous monochrome papers in here. So we've got lots of different sort of florals involved. There's some colouring in ones, so you can colour those in watercolour pencils, a little bit of watercolouring using re-inkers or the blends or our markers, you name it, you can colour in with those. And then on the other side, obviously we've got lots of different images, and then this is just stunning to let your creativity run wild on colouring that one in. So those are the papers, but I'm going to start with just making, as I said, really simple little sort of monochrome-ish card. So I've got my shimmer paper here, which I love for watercolouring. It's my fave for watercolouring. So I'm going to take my stamp, take my stamp here, and put the Versamark on first. So if you do this, you can actually then emboss with any colour ink that you've got. So they've got the Versamark to make it nice and sticky. And then I'm just putting my basic black over the top. But obviously I could literally use any colour ink that I have. So I'm going to pop that down there. Well, something collapsing in my craft room. And there we have the image. And I say it's a sort of hand-drawn, it's got a little sort of spotty effect on some of it. It's really nice and sort of a relaxed style. So then I am going to, here's my embossing powder collector. Piece of card I had lying around. So it's embossing, clear embossing powder all over. And back in the jar. I have been known to not put it back in the jar straight away, leave this lying around on a crowded table and then knock it. Embossing powder everywhere. So I'm going to take my trusty heat tool. So I do like embossing, it's heat embossing, especially when the first time people see it, and you can see, you know, when the powder starts to melt and the colours, there you go, there it goes, just deepen and richen, well they deepen anyway, and get more rich. It's just a real quick bit of embossing really on this one. And then for a little bit of watercolouring, so I'm going to use my acrylic block here. A little drop of Pear Pizzazz to start with. My aqua brush. Now you really don't want to put too much liquid on here because not all of the stamps you can see here are complete. They've got some little gaps, not all the edges are complete. It's not the end of the world if it leaks out, but I was trying the sort of the flooding technique with re-inkers where you literally soak your paper and then drop the re-inkers and they spread beautifully, but they spread right out of the image on this one. So just there's a little leaf in there. And if you have any sort of real artistic tendencies, unlike me, who's just filling it in, you can go back and emphasize some of it, darken it a little bit more. So then I am going to take some, what's this one? Rose red. My favourite pink. And do the flowers. Get some of that. Oh, still some green in there. Never mind. I call this being a fake artist. Makes me feel like I am actually doing something arty. And I quite like where it pools a little bit, it will then darken in those areas. So it's really, really quick to do this. And obviously the bonus with embossing is that it is a lot easier to stay within the lines. Bit of dark going on there as well. There we are. So really quite a nice sort of delicate effect there, and you can deepen the colours if you want to. So then I'm going to do my sentiment the right way up now. For you, just fits nicely in that little corner there. So I did think about doing a bit of a bit of colour wash on my DSP. Got some layers here. I mislaid my layer of black. No, there it is, like that. But I don't love it. So I went for the straight monochrome on this. I think I'd make it even paler if I were doing that again. So I've got a 5-inch square Whisper White card, and then I've just layered it up. So I've got some fuse here and a hair. I'm going to have a hair fused to my card. Don't know if you can hear the load of rain on the window at the moment. It's a horrible, horrible day in Swindon today. Go put my black layer, my DSP. Oh, I can't believe I had to cut that one. Thank goodness they give you 2 of every piece of paper, eh? That's dry enough now. Now you can see this, I did start earlier on today. I was on my last bit of shimmer paper, need to order some more, and my family decided to start having a big old conversation and start, I don't know, it sounded like they were building something in the kitchen. So that was my aborted video attempt. And then we'll just pop this, and ever frugal, I thought I'd just use the other side. So then it is just a question of popping some dimensional. Whoa! Beware low flying dimensionals. Don't worry, I will be using the edges of my dimensionals, of course. Right. And there you have it. A little bit of Petal Palette watercolouring. There you are. One I feel upside down, but not at all. Roses can grow down as well as up. And one, in my eyes, the correct way up. There you are. Hope you enjoy that. And don't forget, all these items are available to order on the 3rd of January, so not very long now. Thank you very much. Goodbye.